everyone, I'm Rudrani and welcome to Speak Easy. Today my guest is very, very special. She is right now one of the most popular and loved British pop stars. She of course had her own journey. She makes amazing songs, writes them, pours her heart out, and I know you love her. I'm talking about, of course, the fantastic Annemarie. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Are you?
I am fantastic. Now that I'm with you, I think it'd be great.
Me too.
Welcome to India.
Thank you.
It is exciting. Like I said, I think all the paparazzi that met at the airport and you were cutely waving at them, they were very excited, to see that you are here. So, but tell me, how is it to finally be here, to be performing at Supersonic India, connecting to all your Indian fans who've been making those reels at all your songs?
It feels amazing. I honestly never thought, as a human being, I never thought that I'd be able to come to India. So being able to come and for everyone to be so supportive, I'm just so blessed because I'm having the time of my life. Can't wait to perform. Can't wait to meet everyone. Like you said, it's like connecting with people. And I feel like thank you to the internet, we've been able to stay in contact that way. But actually being here and being in person with people, that's the most special thing, you know.
Tell me, what songs have you planned for Supersonic India? Some fan favorites, I'm sure, some of your favorites.
Yes.
But before you answer that, I also want you to tell me the story behind some of the songs, like how you created them and why you created them.
So the set, I think, is about an hour long. So we have enough time to fit the old ones and the new ones in, which is perfect. And I feel like because my songs are very real to me and they're just my life and what I go through in life with my heartbreak and therapy and everything that I go through, it's going to be a bit of an emotional roller coaster. So I'm hoping that everyone just joins me on it and lets go and has fun, dances, sings, but also like feels it. And I hope that everyone feels safe, like in a safe space where they're not being judged and can just let go, because that's how I feel when I'm on stage with everyone. So that's hopefully how people are going to feel. The songs that I'm going to do, I mean, I've got Friends, I've got 2002, Rockabye, and then new ones. It's actually going to be the first time I'll ever perform Sad Bitch, so I have never performed that before, so it's a bit scary doing it at a big festival. But yeah, all of my processes for my songs all start from a real life experience. So it is very real to me and emotional. So hopefully people can feel that and know that I'm speaking about real life, because I can't just make stuff up. Yeah. I feel like when I write, I can't say something that hasn't happened. So it is like my diary. Everyone's just reading my diary.
But I think that's exactly why they connect to you. And, I think you put a part of your life into what you do, and they see that you're being real.
Good.
But, I mean, how have you managed to stay authentic, though? Talking about Speak Your Mind, the kind of thoughts that you put in there, most of the songs, like you rightly said, are extremely intimate and personal. I think it's difficult.
Yeah, I think in music, to me, there's no other way I can do it. Like, whatever I am feeling in my personal life is what I put into my songs. Because otherwise I'll just be on stage singing about something I don't care about, and then it becomes not enjoyable. So that's the only way I can do it. I think the honesty in the songs comes from people that I grew up listening to. I think because music helped me so much. Christina Aguilera, she had a song Beautiful. She made me feel beautiful. There's other songs like Pink and everyone. They were writing songs that were making me feel better. So I feel like now it's my time to give people a song that makes them feel better. Because that's the beauty of music. But then also I think because the reason why I need to be so authentic is because when I was younger, I tried to fit in so much and I tried to be like everyone else so much that I lost myself. So I think after experiencing that, I can't ever blend in again.
A lot of your songs, like I was discussing earlier before the interview started, I feel like a lot of young women, a lot of us can relate to what you're writing. at some point or the other, and specifically the song they read about relationships and how you were dealing with them. I feel like that also comes from a very personal space, right?
Yeah.
It almost feels like you've won them. You're giving them a reminder, like a cautionary tale, you know? Isn't that how it is?
Yeah, I think for so long I had people being horrible to me, whether it was in relationships or whatever, and I never said anything. I just held it all in and just was like, fine, let's just move on. And I didn't, go through it in the right way. So when I write songs about it, it's like that's my outlet, that's my anger, that's my sadness, that's my revenge. And I just write songs about everything. And I'm sure they know that it's about them as well, which feels good.
That's okay. Yeah. That's the way to be. And for the win, all the way.
Yeah.
No, I think whatever, it's an outlet, right?
Yeah.
And like I said, I feel like you're also telling the other women, well, I've been through that, so here you go.
Yeah, yeah. Right? I think whenever I write a song about heartbreak or being sad, I always have to end the song being the stronger person out of the situation. So whether people listen to Rockabye or Friends or anything, it's a sad subject. Yeah. But actually, by the end of the song, hopefully people are like, yeah, I can get through it. I can do this, That's the whole point.
I think at some point or the other, every artist knows that there's a moment in your life where you feel, now I know I want to be this artist. I want to be a music artist. I want to be a pop star. I want to do something with music. What was that moment for you? Yeah,
I actually was doing musical theatre from the age of 6. So I knew from young that I just loved singing, and I loved, it made me feel really happy when I sang.
You were at La Misra?
Yeah, exactly. So I was doing that for a while, and then I went into martial arts, did karate and stuff like that, which was helping when I was a teenager, because I was quite angry as a teenager, and that was helping me get that out. And then I went to college to study music and wrote my first song, and then fell in love with writing songs. So that moved me away from musical theatre, because obviously in musical theatre you become a character, you have a script written for you, you sing other people's songs. And I love musical theatre, but I wanted to sing my own story. So that was in college, and I knew from then I wanted to do singing, yeah.
Some of your craziest tour experiences.
Yeah.
And of course, how does it truly feel to be on that stage, in that epicenter of everywhere, where everyone's looking at you, gawking at you? I want to know, how's the true rock star feeling?
Well, when I actually think about it, it freaks me out. Because,
really?
Yeah.
Am I sort of triggering you in any
way? No.
Okay.
When I think about everyone looking at me, it is scary. But before I go on stage, I do my hair and makeup, and I just have a moment and try not to think about that. And when I go out, it's like I feel calm. It's so odd, because people would think the opposite and think when you're on stage it's just crazy. But that's actually, when I'm off stage, I feel like this. And when I'm on stage, I feel like this. So
that's wow.
Yeah, it's like the most amazing feeling. And especially when you're in other countries that don't speak, or English isn't their first language, and they're singing your songs back. It is the highest high you can ever imagine emotionally. So, yeah, it is amazing. It is the best thing ever.
Oh, fantastic. So do you, like I said, do you remember the craziest tour experience ever?
Yeah. I mean,
You do?
I have a couple of things. I mean, I knocked my tooth out on stage before.
You knocked your tooth out on stage?
Yeah.
Now I have to know the story. You just told me that. I have to ask you, what happened?
So I was in New York, in America, and I was doing a duet with someone.
Okay.
And he has crazy dance moves that you don't know what is going to happen next. And I had the mic to my mouth, and he hit the mic into my mouth, and my front tooth just split in half. And it went into my mouth, and I was like, my tooth's just come out. So then I ran off, went upstairs, looked in the mirror, took the tooth out, and then looked at myself and was like, I look pretty good. And then went back downstairs and finished the show. So that was kind of crazy.
I want to wake up tomorrow with your confidence, and I love that. I think everybody should wake up with that kind of confidence.
I think you should too.
You should do, okay. We're going to try, Anne. We're going to
Yes.
try. Here we have some fun questions.
Cool.
Anne, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's do this. Of course, since you're performing on Supersonic, tell us about your on-stage rituals. Before going on stage rituals, of course, and what are the must-haves that are there in your vanity van, per se, or the tour bus?
I have to have a jigsaw puzzle.
I'm
Yeah.
going to ask her why, but
Or Lego, because that calms me down.
okay.
I also love to have like bread and a toaster, so I can just make a bit of toast and a cup of tea. That's like makes me feel at home. And then just before I go on stage, I have to do like a 360 spin whilst looking up at the ceiling just before I go on. I don't know why. It must be an OCD thing.
But I mean, if it works for you,
Yeah.
you clearly are the one who completely comes on stage, so it's working.
Yeah.
For I think any artist who's performing, maybe you could try some of this.
Yeah.
A 360-degree turn.
Yeah. Yeah. And some Lego. Try it out.
That is so, like, I'm sorry, but that is so interesting. I've never heard these answers. I love it. Okay. Of course, craziest fan experience.
I think it has to be with tattoos. So I have like words written on me.
Yes.
These are from all my friends of what they've taught me in life.
What is that one?
This,
Yeah.
go gently.
And this. And the little girl.
Oh, this is just a balloon head.
So cute.
It's cute. I think these are like what people know of my tattoos, of like words that help you or inspire you or keep you going through a certain situation.
Sure.
Like if I'm being hard on myself, I look at that and it says go gently. Or I look at this and it says don't panic. So in situations I can just look at that and it calms me down. So a lot of my fans ask me to write their tattoos for them. And it's kind of nerve-wracking because I know it's going to be on their body forever. And I know that it's like in the moment. So they're like, write me a tattoo now. And I'm like,
You don't know what to do?
so I'm like, please, if you think it's bad, don't get it, just because. So I guess the tattoo thing is kind of crazy because it's on them forever. So it's like I'm with them for the rest of their life, and it's really beautiful.
Absolutely. And I also understand the fact that you're a little nervous because it's a huge responsibility,
Yes.
right? Like you're deciding for them what's going to be there
Yeah.
forever. But I think it's also beautiful, like
Yeah.
it sort of connect in that manner. And an artist you want to collaborate with. Can't wait to collaborate with.
I love Khalid. I love Alanis Morissette. I'd love to work with Ed Sheeran more. Yeah, loads of. I mean, I love collaborating with people and writing music with people, because I think on your own it's like really therapeutic, but when you're doing it with other people, it's really fun.
Yeah.
And two brains or three brains coming together, it's like a really cool combination.
A rumor about yourself that makes you laugh.
That my dad is Irish.
Yeah.
He's not Irish.
I wonder how that started though.
I have no idea. I don't know where that came from, but I remember being on Irish TV and the presenter was like, "You're one of us, your dad's Irish." I was like, and then I just had to pretend, and then I felt bad. And then, yeah, now it's just a thing that my dad's Irish, but he's definitely not Irish.
You're the nicest person. You didn't want the other person to be embarrassed or something.
Yeah.
Listen, if I've done anything wrong, information here, and I won't feel bad,
haven't.
please feel free to correct me.
You haven't.
Not yet.
No.
I know you're not Irish. Whew,
Yeah.
that was a close one. But how nice of you. You didn't want to embarrass her. But ladies and gentlemen, she's not Irish.
No.
You're like, no.
No.
Okay. A song from your album that you're really proud of.
I am proud of, well, all of them, but one in particular is called Perfect to Me, which was on Speak Your Mind. And honestly, I just wrote a song with like all of my insecurities in one song and said to myself, these are the things that I'm insecure about, but I'm gonna love myself like no matter what. And I thought that no one would relate to it because it was so specific to me. I thought I was the only one who felt that way. And then as soon as I released it, everyone was like, I feel like that too. That happens to me when I do that. And I was like, no way. So now it's like my favourite song to perform live because knowing that I was I thought I was alone. And then to know that people feel the same way makes me feel so much better. So when I perform that, it's like a special moment for me.
But that's fantastic. I think that always sort of makes you feel as an artist also fulfilled, right?
Yeah.
What has been the craziest or the funniest comment from your fans that you got about your song or about you?
I had a comment earlier about Friends, and someone said they wanted to sing Friends to their belly fat. And I was like, yeah, I want to sing it to my chin as well. So
God.
I have this good chin coming. I always have this chin. So, yeah, that was kind of funny. I mean, my fans are so lovely that I feel like I never get, like, negative or, like, funny, weird comments. It's just always so
Funny.
lovely. So
I feel like you've also owned, body positivity in such a beautiful way.
Yeah.
Because, like all of us, we go through body image issues. And I think your fans also appreciate that you brought that forward through your own experience, isn't it?
Yeah. I think, you know what? You're given your body and you have to live with it forever. And I think that what made me change my perception of my body was that it wasn't a product.
Yeah.
It wasn't like something that I can mold into. I mean, you can with surgeries or whatever, but at the end of it, your skeleton is your skeleton. And I feel like your body helps you walk, it helps you run, it helps you dance. It's your home.
Yeah.
So I think after a while of not liking my body for so long, I now just, you have to accept it and you have to actually find it beautiful. The differences that you have are the beautiful thing.
Yeah.
When you look like everyone else is boring. So when you have a difference in yourself, you have to celebrate that.
So well said. High five.
Jeez.
Love that. Hell yeah. Absolutely. Okay. Now I must ask, if you got this opportunity, so you're putting it like hypothetical question.
Yeah.
If you had the opportunity to talk to the 18-year-old Annemarie who started off at some point, what would you tell her today and why?
I would tell her to keep being opinionated, keep speaking your mind, don't be scared, don't be nervous, and live your life for you. Make your own decisions. Don't make a decision based on other people or what they might think of you, because then you're living your life for other people, and that's just the wrong way to live.
Actually does give great advice.
He is great.
It's good. Very, very interesting when you get that first paycheck. So what has been your first job and your first paycheck?
My first job was a karate instructor. Proper job, but my first job really was in musical theatre. I got my first paycheck when I was 6 years old.
Look at that.
Yeah.
You were so independent already.
Yeah.
You're 6 years old. That's a lot to sort of keep up with.
I didn't know it. I had no perception of it, and my mum just kept it. She put it in a bank for when I was 18, and I didn't have the money. But so that was that, and then I did karate instructor, and then the next one was touring, like music.
Wow, it's always special, isn't it?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm a little sad because I could have continued this for some more time.
I know.
But you gotta go. What do we do?
Yeah.
But of course, I'll end it by asking you to tell a lovely message for all your Indian fans particularly, who I'm sure are very excited that you'll be performing for them at Supersonic.
Yeah, I want to say to my Indian fans, thank you so much for all the support, because I have never been here before and it feels like I have been here because of how much love that you give me. So I want to say thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the shows that I do. Hope you enjoy the new music. I'll be releasing a new album. So I'll be back as soon as possible. After this trip, I'll be back to perform more and see you all again.
I love that. That's a promise. You said it here.
I promise.
I'm going to DM this to you, reminding you that you have to be back, and you said it. You're a woman of your word.
Yeah.
So there you go. So we'll have Annemarie back here.
Yes.
And then we'll see. Maybe we can get a better trip of India then.
Yeah. Longer.
Longer one. All right. Thank you so much for
Thank
doing
you.
this. You're awesome.
Thank
and honestly, this feels like great. I feel like I have learned so much about you, and I want
Yeah.
to sort of remember this. So thank you. I hope you had fun.
Yeah, you're great.
Thank you. So it's lots of love to you.
Lots of love.
And once again, we are super excited to see you at Supersonic.
Me too.
And all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yay.